What is up, everybody? Back with another pair of Lowheat. Very affordable Lowheat. I think of Lowheat that you can still get from Nike or various retailers. Excited to open a boring pair of shoes. Just feel like this is like could be a staple shoe in your collection or a perennial release for Nike. These were, I think, released in 2022, and then they got a re-release this year. I can see it happening. It's a very basic, sneaker. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the Nike Dunk Low Retro in white and pure platinum. You already know from the thumbnail and the video title, but there you have it. Size 11.5, that's my size, what I usually get in Dunk, regular Dunk Lows. And before we unveil these, please subscribe. Takes a second. It's free. I appreciate it. Comment, like, do all the things. Also, while you're at it, follow me on Instagram. I barely any followers on Instagram. I take pretty shoe pics, some outfit pics sometimes. Give me a follow. I'd appreciate it on Instagram. And if you're any gamers out there, I've been starting to stream on Twitch, mainly Apex Legends. But if you like watching Twitch, give me a follow there too. Find me, Fancy Pants OG. Okay, let's check these out. Why I'm excited is just because I love this shoe. This is my type of shoe, a low top leather Nike Dunk. Unfortunately, I have a sickness because I basically have this shoe in many different versions. So we'll have a group therapy session, talk about that, what to do in instances where you can't stop buying essentially the same shoe. We sneakerheads know they're different, but like for all intents and purposes, it's a very similar shoe. They achieve the same purpose, and I keep spending money. But let's see how good these are, and I'll explain to you why, despite having basically the same shoe, I wanted to buy these. So, all right. Here's the unveiling. That's a clean shoe. That is a very clean shoe. Very, very clean shoe. My first thought pulling it out is this looks very similar to the the Air Jordan 1 Low neutral gray, natural gray retro OG. Slightly different shape that has a slightly lower profile and not as rounded of a structure. But very similar to, obviously the Dunks I just pointed out, but definitely this looks like the Air Jordan 1 Low Retro OG in natural gray, which they are apparently doing another retro of, like a reimagined or an 85 version. I thought that one was like a 1-to-1, like that came out a year and a half ago. Why are they retroing that one? So I don't know. That's rumors. Maybe it's not correct, but usually where there's smoke, there's fire. People don't put out those things all the time unless they got some wind of it. So that would be wild to me if they do that. But anyways, I have those. Check out that unboxing video. And it looks very similar to that. I should probably get those off the shelves and compare. But you already know what that looks like. I don't need to do that. And then I'd have to edit. Okay, so start talking about the shoe here. We got some quality control stuff here. I don't really mind that. These are going to get dirty the first time I wear them outside. What strikes me right away is like I feel like this upper leather is different than what you get on a lot of the general releases for the highs. The general releases for the highs, it's very plasticky, like all those generic colorways, the black and whites, the green and whites, the various be true to your school. It's very plasticky. I think it might actually be the same quality and type of leather, but with not as much of that weird epoxy spray shine on top. So this makes this, without as much of that coating, this is more pliable and softer. So that I think is the difference. I feel like the leather is not actually the same. It's pretty thin cut, looks like here. I feel like the leather's same, it's just like the treatment on top of the leather is different for those. This seems like softer, but I don't think it's actually any better quality. I feel like it just doesn't have as thick of a plasticky coating to it, which is interesting. Yeah, there's some like dirt in here. I don't know, these fell off the conveyor belt or something. Normally I wouldn't mind too much. I personally am not a stickler for quality control. I realize these are made in a factory overseas, pennies on the dollar. It's a machine making these. These aren't handcrafted Italian boots. But I'm also only paying, these were 120 retail. So, I'm paying a fraction of that cost. But on a white on white pair of shoes, the dirt does stand out a little bit more. So that is a little, the most, the mild, the most mild of frustrations. I don't really care that much. Again, the first time, I'll be the first one to scuff my shoes. I'll drag my heel over the cross and it'll do the same thing. No extra laces. This is pretty much your typical Nike Dunk Low Retro. I wanted to talk mainly about, the similarities to other shoes, habits of buying the same shoe over and over, and what my thought process was buying these, even though I have something very similar. So I noticed that these were available on the Nike store. I think the J23 app gave me the heads up. Shout out to J23 app. And I immediately went, and there's just a little bit of residual feeling still left over from the last few years of Dunks being so hot and instantly sold out. There's still a little bit of excitement, like, oh, I can get these for retail. So that played into it a little bit. But the overwhelming part is that I just like this, this is my type of shoe. A low top, all white leather. It doesn't have to be Nike. Nike helps, but like I got this basic same shoe, and New Balance 550s. I have Sambas, kind of similar, a little bit more narrow, of course. This is just my type of shoe. I like the Jordan 1 lows, and I got this. I just like I like white sneakers over black sneakers. White sneakers are my thing. So this fit into with my personal style and preference. But I feel also too like just these, they're premium. Check this unboxing video out. There's these were 150. They got this like nice suede. I wore these to an event last night, Hollywood Cemetery. They were having a Wednesday Adams Netflix thing. The whole cast was there, and we had to sit on the ground, or they gave us blankets, but like sitting on the grass, I was worried about like grass stains on these, kind of, even though these aren't like a hype collab or anything. I was still kind of like, just a touch precious without being weird, I wasn't like walking funny or anything, but I was, without putting too much effort into it, I was trying to keep my feet on the blanket, type thing. And so like those, and then these, which I just got, these, I love the SB version, black swoosh, gum sole. These are really nice. I would just like to keep these and these a little bit crispier. And so if I have these, I can just wear these, and I don't care as much if these get beat up. These get a little dirty. These could be an everyday wear. Go with every single outfit. Get a little bit dirty. Also, I don't mind getting these dirty. Like some people have the dirty Air Force Ones have become a thing, kind of popular amongst younger people, old people, whoever. But they have that ethos and lore about keeping crispy Air Force Ones. So there's a little bit of tension there between like old sneakerheads and new and just younger people, how they wear that shoe. There's no ethos or lore about keeping a pair of crispy white Dunk lows, fresh. So I don't care about these getting a little beat or thrashed. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice just to have a pair of white shoes on deck. Used to be the kill shot. Too, you'll see all around the white leather low top. So I don't want to be that guy who has the same shoe everyone has, even though it's a nice looking shoe. I can have this be slightly different. But now dunks are turning pretty prolific, so they're sitting on retail, so it's not a thing anymore where the general public, there's a barrier to entry to get this silhouette. You kind of got to be on it or in the know, or know where to look, know where to buy, or pay resale. That was the barrier to entry for the public this past few years. So if you had dunks, you're just a little bit special. Not anymore. So now maybe these are essentially kill shots. Good and bad, because I was able to get these stress-free, but so is every average Joe on the street now. They can all cop these stress-free. Which I think overall is a good thing. There's plenty of other sneakers I can buy to stand out. Let everyone cop these type of shoes, you know. Still got to have some special ones here and there. But I do think it's a problem. Maybe I'll make a YouTube short on this. When you got 3 of essentially the same pair of shoe. Like, I'm not rich. I don't have a house with a shoe closet. This is probably unnecessary. Having three very similar, not just looking, like I can bring out my Air Force Ones that are all white. I can bring out my New Balance 550s ALD collabs that are upper white leather uppers, and they're all very similar. But I literally have 3 Dunk Lows that have white leather uppers. Like, what? I mean, talk about unnecessary. I do like it though. It looks good. It looks good. This will go with everything. What do we think? I would like all these YouTube videos always like ask for comments and stuff. Like I really actually want you guys to comment. I want any of the regulars who watch my videos, please comment. Any new people, anyone who's got to this point in the video, please comment. Honest opinions on just these was it Phantom White Dunk Lows. Like, worth the 120 in what context? If you don't have any, sure. But what if you got like me, 2 similars? Are they worth it? Should I return these? Great thing about Nike, you can return these. I could return these since I caught from Nike. Should I return these? That is the question. And just rock with the better versions of these. You got these bad boys. These are really nice. They've grown on me. Premium materials. I got these. I don't think anyone's going to say that these are bad. I think these are great. Gum bottom, black swoosh. Like I pointed out in the video, almost looks like put a zip tie around this and do some other deconstruction. You got your off-white SB Dunk Low. Can't go wrong with that shoe. Is it almost too plain though? Is it almost too Monarch-esque? You know, like this would be the dad dunk, right? If I was gonna get my dad a pair of dunks he could wear with anything, it would be these. They have a black version too, but that's not me. This is much more me. Like, this is just a less superior version of the Air Jordan 1 Low neutral gray, right? Like, that's just a better shoe overall. I mean, this is a good shoe. I'm not saying it's bad shoe, just overall. And I have that shoe. So I should really just return these. Like, any scenario where I would wear these, I can wear one of these 2 or those Jordan 1 Lows with a gray swoosh and gray outsole. Decisions. That's why I need your guys' help. Everything else about the same. Gray insole, gray outsole, just light gray swoosh here. Is it gray? Does it say? Is it Phantom? Pure platinum white. I don't know if it's Phantom gray, wolf gray, iron gray. A nylon tongue. Probably should return these, but I do like them. I feel like this is like a by the door pair. Can wear to Starbucks in shorts like this, like I'm wearing, or you can throw these on for the night and not go wrong, you know, going out for the night. Eventually, once they get beat, then, you know, maybe not a date night shoe, but up until that point, though, it definitely can be a date night shoe. Anyways, more unboxings coming up very shortly. Go back, give some of my other videos a watch, and check out my Instagram, and might be doing some more wear reviews coming up. So appreciate you watching. Please subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. Talk to you soon.